I spoke to one of the ball players. He said, we're in better conditions than Arkansas. But I said, Arkansas has 11-man rotation. You only have an 8-man rotation.
And with the dump down, Aaron Maxey. Nice reversal, but he can't finish. Hood clears his second rebound. Outlet to Brandon Davis. Nice move. And the tip by Jeffries. Chris Jeffries, a freshman out of Fresno, California, has been compared favorably to Scotty Thurman, who was a part of that '94 national championship team. Always looking to push off the rebound.
I was looking at this game anywhere between 180 and 200 points.
Jeffries knocks down the three right on cue, and it's 5-0 Razorbacks.
Will not need. There she goes. Zip.
Alley-oop. It's all Jeffries again, this time off the feed from Hood.
That play was called by Nolan Richardson from the bench. Here's an excellent alley-oop. Nice timing. The pass is more important than the
disappointing home losses. Friars were buried by Artest and the Red Storm in Providence, and Arkansas lost at home to Alabama. Hood. Well, both of these clubs, it could be said, have arrived today in a poor humor. Probably see a lot of guards with a number of rebounds today. The alley-oop to Thomas, taken away by Cleveland. Brandon Dean just in. Highly celebrated recruit.
Might someday Tim be the best guard ever to play for the Hogs.
Walker. So the celebrated high school star finds the original walk-on for a three, and it's 12-4 Razorbacks. There's the trap. Wright finally solves it, and they have numbers.
What they do when they break through the trap,
for Justin Hankins out of Elkins, Arkansas. Dean on the floor with Gibson. Very young group out there for the Razorbacks. And Gibson knocks it home. Dean so very quick and physical. The combination of his upper body size and the quick feet really make him something special. There he is.
Now you notice he has a bandage on his wrist.
He was supposedly out
to pressure and turn the ball over.
Davis for three. Long rebound, lost by Thomas, back to Davis. Arkansas with its largest lead of 11.
Any place the ball goes, two men come after. There's two men, wherever the ball charge.
Davis with numbers.
Nice decision. Listen up, gang out there. When you're dribbling, you go by the foul line, dribble all the way in. Don't pass the ball.
On Nolan Richardson, very aware of the foul. Reed. 44-9, Arkansas by 15.
Reed loves this type of ball game.
Broken by Jamel. He had 169 in his career.
Lenahan made a mistake. He picked up his dribble. When you pick up your dribble, you're in Tap City.
Kendrick Moore absolutely slapped it away. And Derek Hood with a little look what I found in midair.
Yeah. Here's the steal here. Davis goes down the left side of the court. The pass is ideal for Hood. And you got what you call a tomahawk.
Standing ovation for the workaholic Hood.
And we haven't completed.
Razorbacks with a 15-point cushion. Not quite to the halfway mark of the first half. Great backdoor cut. Gibson off the feed from Cleveland.
Old-fashioned backdoor.
Hankins on the floor along with Walker, Brandon Dean, Gibson, and Cleveland. Dean with a backdoor. Return to sender.
Wonder why he didn't play the glass. That's a tough shot he just made.
Well, the two young men from Sportsman's Paradise from Louisiana making it happen there.
What a beautiful pass by Wright that time.
Tipped up. Cleveland with numbers. Walker on one flank, Dean the other.
A little bit too much showtime, fellas. There's a lot of time left in this game. It's too early to start it. Wow! Did you see that kid get up? I told you he's probably going to be the best freshman ever to play for Arkansas. He has the ball in his hands now.
Over to Hankins. But he wound up with the Razorbacks, and you throw him into the mix with Kareem Reed and Bradley. They're only going to get better in February. Alley-oop to Hood.
Alley-oop, give Pat Bradley, who can catch that later, show you on the telestrator. Unbelievable pick that time for Pat Bradley to create the alley-oop. The key here is right here with Pat right there putting the block. Now, alley-oop is a piece of cake. The pass is unbelievable.
Timeout, 7:52 remaining. It's been hog wild early.
Reed has a problem handling half-court offense.
He has 8. Been unable to get anything done easily on the offensive end, which is something that they like to do. Dean. Davis again on the offensive glass. Brendan Davis only averaging a bit over 2 points per right. Leads the break. The stop and go move. Farley misses an easy one.
Farley is throwing them up instead of shooting them up.
Cleveland forces one. Uses the window pane nicely.
When you go at the basket that three in 1981, and Tim was the captain of that team.
Nice work by Thomas, and a longtime assistant to Pat Kennedy at Florida State, and then Jimmy Boeheim at Syracuse.
That was the son, not the father. Right?
Brandon Dean. And that's a 30-footer. That was sort of Al Dillard range. People that remember the outside shot of Al Dillard, part of a bomb squad in the early 90s. That was about 35 feet away.
See what happened there originally after the basket. The Providence guys went down court. Just lucky that we stopped the play. Ooh, nice play by Maxey Aaron.
6 points in the game for him. 42-27. Dean lighting it up. Hey, if you're not going to guard me, I'm going to continue to launch.
Hey, how can you let Dean shoot? You got to get a man in the middle to break this. Now it's broken, a man free underneath, but
this shot after another shot. The Louisianian is on the Dean's list.
He plays like Steve Francis from Maryland. He's really an elevator man, and his first step, he's free.
Almost, and does lead to a turnover. Dean did it again.
He tried to turn the crowd on. That's what I call by French pastry. He had an automatic.
Again, numbers and more with an open shot. Thomas on the offensive glass has it ripped away by T.J. Cleveland. Gibson may have gotten away with a carry. Gilbert for three.
When you see a guy that size come in to play, you know he's looking for the three. You got to get up on him. He's losing ground against this one. There's 2 seconds left. He didn't get it over. He didn't get over. I thought he didn't get the 10-second count.
And the foul. In frustration by Linehan. 50-27 our score. Listen to this crowd. Coming up at the half, our Pennzoil at the half. Bonnie and Jason Jennings. Number 52, the big 7-footer.
He's the guy we're telling you about. They create turnovers when he's in the ball game.
Cleveland finds Jennings. Count it, and a foul.
Tim Jennings comes from a...
Defensively in that game, a road victory for Arkansas. Thomas just off balance. Conley, they're just throwing them up. Jennings the outlet. Cleveland, sort of a Jerry Rice impersonation in midair. Now Gibson. Oh my! It has been a coronation for Arkansas's new style of play, going back to the basics of Nolan Richardson here in the first half. Entertaining.
Bradley, I think they're going to try to get him off the snide.
Yeah. Reed into the painted area, finally gives it up. Brendan Davis. A young man that's averaging 2 per game, already into double digits with 10.
19 and a half minutes left to go in the second half, and here they are pressing right away, right out of the gate. I think they give another look once they go over half court. They'll try to press again. Reed's waiting for the double team. There's the double team.
Moore. And again, an easy shot from point-blank range, and it won't fall. Loose ball to Kareem Reed. Leaves it for Bradley. You called it.
Yeah, they're going to get him out of the gate. He's very, very important to him. Going to start if we use Providence as a stepping stone.
Linehan alley-ooping, but it's broken up by Hood. Nothing coming easily for Providence. 18th turnover committed by the Friars. Jeffries on the floor with Bradley, Hood, Davis, and Kareem Reed.
There's Hood, ever more offensive board, inside position.
They go up stronger.
Bend your knees, say 1,001, and go up.
Reed rejected by Maxey.
Pat Bradley fell down and give an automatic foul.
Oh, a little reverse tomahawk by Jamel Thomas to bring a few oohs and ahs from the Razorback partisan. Hood after a bullet pass from Bradley. Boy, Bradley just threw that one about as hard as Clint Sterner would as quarterback of the Razorbacks football team. Hood with the
Bradley, there's
powerful league, because now, other than Kentucky, there's always a big gun that everyone should shoot for besides the Big Blue, that being the Razorbacks. Cleveland, a runner. That was a move, Alan, in many respects that most thought was for football, and from a conference standpoint, it really helped from a basketball perspective much more than football.
And Arkansas wanted to get away from Texas. They were playing in the conference. They were the only team from... I found out later that when he was in high school, he used to get home at 5:30. That's why they call him 5:30.
Brandon Dean. It's been high noon for him today.
Shootout at OK Corral here.
4 for 5 from three-point range for Brandon Dean. He has 16.
He missed.
One thing about the style of this game, you see Corey Wright rejected. Dean leading the break for the Razorbacks.
He wants to float it in there. You see that eye contact?
The Louisiana connection again. Dean to Gibson.
Raging Cajuns.
There's one for your highlight reel. Timeout, Providence.
Got the crowd back in the game. Here's the rejection down the other end. Now we're off to the Aces. Now on this race down, Dean makes eye contact right there with his teammate. Floats it nice. Buried.
Oh, are they special? CBS Sports coverage of NCAA basketball will continue after this message. Freeze left free. Thomas tips it away from Hood. A quick outlet to Maxey.
And don't forget, Arkansas is playing the game that's wide open.
Yeah.
They can go into a drought, and PC can get hot. I doubt it, but they can get hot.
Reed makes the adjustment in midair.
Oh, friendly greens.
Right. Again, Kareem Reed wreaking havoc, causing that turnover.
A lot of people can build. Larry Brown, they can build, but once it gets there, it's very difficult to maintain excellence.
That's why a coach of 14 years like Richardson could be a dinosaur. Hood has 14 in the game. 7 of 8 from the floor for Hood, and most of them have been dunks. Couple of layups in the game. Number 5 for Providence, Jamal Kama. Moore can't hit. And Sigario Gibson. Teddy getting out to Cleveland. Hood make that 8 of 9 from point-blank range from the floor today.
Let me stay on Pat Bradley 1 second. What happened when Nolan Richardson got interested in Pat Bradley, he called the father. And he said to the father, I'm interested in your son coming to Arkansas. He said, do you really know my son?
Linehan was up in the air and committed the foul. His 4th. There's the double team. The 23rd turnover. Cleveland. Hood. Yet another follow. Providence has been hoodwinked today. Thomas. Out of bounds. Gibson tries to save it, but can't.
Arrow favors Arkansas. Here's down the other end. TJ couldn't get a shot at it, and Hood just fouled up. Once he gets up in the air, he can maintain height.
The 6:30 mark.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
not that soon, not that soon. At home now, everybody at home there. What time is Arkansas going to hit 100?
Hood, count it, and a foul.
Maybe you could be right. Anything worth.
Athlete advisory board member.
Well, his nickname is Silk because he's so smooth, he dresses well, and so forth.
Gilbert giving it up to Walker. 91-64.
Get blinds and there was snow outside. I thought it was back in Wisconsin.
Jennings misses a chippy. Thomas runs the floor with numbers. Tipped away by Walker, but recovered by Wright. Walker retrieves it for Arkansas. Gilbert for three.
Can't give him a shot. You can't give Gilbert a shot. Just put it in the scorebook when he's open three like.
We'll get a good one before it's.
Hey, I'm just happy to be on this side of the grass.
Absolutely.
Let it go, son.
Off the ball fake.
Bingo, bango. Bingo, bango, bango. That's his third. You know, the funny thing in this type of game, the coaches find out the guys that have been cheating, the guys that aren't in shape.
Gilbert for three.
Oh, Gilbert. Oh, slow down. Slow down.
So I was off by 35 seconds.
Come back out of the sound barrier, will you?
Season. Conley on the wing. Walker brings it away. Alley-oop for Hood.
That is an oh my. That is a holy mackerel.
Thomas answers. That was, his head was behind the backboard, and yet with the wingspan, he was able to corral the alley-oop and dump it down.
Welcome to summer basketball in a little low here, but he made such an adjustment to it. He's by the basket already. Matter of fact, he's on the other side of the basket. Great camera shots here. Score. That's what he's been practicing for the last 2 or 3 months, is the baby hook shot.
Right from well beyond the arc. Pulled down by Walker. Gilbert leaving it for Hood. Oh, that was a sweet one. That was a mom's Sunday best dish. There's a dead ball situation.
You notice we haven't said shot clock in the whole game.
Another fantastic pass. This would. A part of his, you think about it, if he had that in his arsenal, he would be a special player at the next level. Jennings can't hit, stays with it, and finally knocks it home. Perkins, not there. Farley on the offensive glass. And Keeling brings it down. The youngster appreciated by the student body.
Tim Welch is saying, I surrender. Please, clock, move.
He got it. Well, that's the coup de grace. Everyone's had their moment today.
4 seconds left. It's over. It's over. The football player couldn't get it.
Arkansas has still never lost back-to-back games at Bud Walton Arena. Coming up next, Big Ten battle between Michigan and Purdue. Our final score, 118-79 for Al McGuire. Tim Rando saying so long from the Bud Walton Arena. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports, home of the men's NCAA basketball championship.